path to conversational Swahili ASAP. Today, we have a very interesting topic because we are learning patterns. And life is all about patterns. In fact, people who have hacked the code of life have been able to understand how to read patterns in life, and they do better than most. So I thought, hey, why don't we apply the same principle with learning Swahili? Nina, in many other languages, is actually the name of a lady. Nina. I remember living in Eastern Europe, and there's a lot of Ninas in Eastern Europe and Russia and places like that. So that's going to be easy. But even if you are from another part of the world, just remember Nina, Nina, and you already have your partner. What kind of partner is that? Well, you have I am, I have, and I am doing, all encapsulated in that one word, Nina. So the structure is Nina plus the verb or noun. So either Nina plus I am, or Nina plus I have, or Nina plus I am doing. What I have here is I am eating. Nina kula. Nina kula. I have money. Nina pesa. So the pattern there is Nina plus the actual word, the noun, pesa. I have money. Nina pesa. I am learning Swahili. Ninajifunza Kiswahili. See how easy that is? I am learning Swahili. Ninajifunza Kiswahili. The pattern here is you put the word Nina and then you change the verb to say what you're doing. So in other words, Nina kula, I'm eating. Let's say you want to say I'm driving a car. Nina endesha gari. Right? Nina endesha gari. And that is perfect Swahili right there. So you can see the Nina part didn't change. You just add, you just keep plugging in all these other words after Nina. One tip I want to give you here is to understand how this pattern works, just remember you put Nina before you say what you're going to do or what you're doing or what you want. The verb, present continuous, or the noun. Another tip I want to give you is na is short for Nina. Every language has ways they shorten the way they say things. So the official way is Nina, and you will hear that a lot. But a lot of times in the streets, people will say na instead of Nina. So for instance, instead of saying Nina kula, you'll hear someone say na kula. You can say, instead of saying ninajifunza Kiswahili, najifunza Kiswahili. So for instance, ninapenda muziki. I love music. Ninapenda muziki. I love music. That you can also say ni napenda. Napenda. So you get rid of the ni. Napenda muziki. Ninapenda muziki. Means exactly the same. This can be termed a street language. This is the official Swahili. So take your pick. Most people use them interchangeably. You can never tell the difference. Nina kunywa maji. Kunywa is the verb for drinking. I am drinking water. Nina kunywa maji. So what's the other way you can say that? Na kunywa maji. Good job. Na kunywa maji. Nacheza mpira. See what I did there? I jumped into the shortened version. Nacheza mpira. But if someone else says ninacheza mpira, it's exactly the same and it's perfectly correct. Ninacheza mpira. What does that mean? I'm playing football. Ninacheza mpira. All right. What about ninapendwa? That's a good one. It means I am loved. I hope you're loved. Ninapendwa. I am loved. Napendwa. I am loved. So you see, napenda, napendwa. Ninapenda, I love music. Napendwa, I am loved. Okay? So just remember Nina, and you just keep adding all these other vocabularies or words, nouns, and or verbs, and you will be good to go with that particular pattern. Pattern number 2, C. I told you we're going to come to the negative. You know, someone says, I don't have money. So remember, I have money, nina pesa, right? I have money, nina pesa, right here. What if you want to say, I don't have money? C. That's the second part. So instead of saying Nina, Nina is the positive. I am, I have, I will. Just to change that sentence to negative, all you got to do is say C. Now, C is also an interesting word in many other cultures, because I know in the Spanish-speaking community, C is yes. Well, just flip that when you're speaking Swahili, and you will be saying no. Oh, a negative. It's really not no, but it's like a negative. So I have, I don't have. Nina, sina. Nina, sina. I have, I don't have. Nakula, si kuli. So remember, nakula, ninakula, or nakula, and then sikuli. I'm not eating. Nina pesa, right here. Sina pesa. I don't have money. Najifunza Kiswahili, right here. So how do you say that? I'm learning Swahili. How do you say that? Ninajifunza Kiswahili. How would you say I'm not learning Swahili? Well, right there. Sijifunzi Kiswahili. The tip I have for you here is replace Nina with C. That's pretty easy. So the first pattern was Nina. To make that sentence, any sentence that is using Nina negative, you just change the Nina for C, and it becomes a negative, right? Okay, a few more practice here. Sina chakula. I don't have food. So how would you say, I'm not playing football? Si, remember, chezi is play. Cheza is the verb. So sichezi pira. We will get to that later, but there's a way that si influences the verb so that the last part of it becomes I. So for instance, cheza is the verb for play, but because you're putting it on a negative, then you cannot say sicheza. You say sichezi. I am not playing football. But you know, that's for another time. For now, just remember the pattern is replace Nina with C when you want to speak in a negative sentence. Sisemi uongo. I am not lying. Sisemi uongo. I'm not lying. So that's an easy pattern right there because it's just a C.
And so belongs to you. May you listen to my heartbeat, how fast it is.